Hello viewers, welcome to K Diagnostics, Dio here. Today we have a 2007 Dodge Sprinter with a 3.0 liter. This vehicle is here in the shop because the driver's side window switch is not working. So I already checked it off camera, so I'm gonna turn the key on so I can show you what I did off camera. So we're gonna turn the key on first. Now we're gonna try to roll the window down using this switch. So basically when you press this switch down, the window is supposed to roll down. So now let's see. So I'm pressing the switch down and nothing is happening. So actually as I press it down, the window is going back up. So it's kind of going up and down. Okay? So it works, but you have to press the switch really hard to get it to work. Okay, so when I press this down, the passenger side is supposed to work, but nothing is happening right now. So you have to press it really hard to get it to work. I mean, I can hear the motor inside the passenger side door panel. It's trying to go, but I have to press the switch really hard. Okay. Alright, so we gotta replace this switch. This switch is defective. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this door panel. So I'm gonna show you how to remove this door panel so we can get access to the window switch. So we're gonna remove this bottom part of the door panel. So we're gonna twist these knobs and pull this out. So right there. So actually we're gonna disconnect this courtesy light. So I'm gonna get this courtesy light disconnected. So now we're gonna get this out of the way. Alright, so we got this bottom part of the panel removed. So now if you look down here, you will see that there are two holes here. There's one over here and there's another one here. If you look in there, you will see a screw, okay? There's a little torque screw that holds the panel on the door. So we're gonna undo that. So let me get a right socket so we can undo this screw over here, that one, and then there's another one in here. So now let's do that. Alright, so this side is loose and so is this one. So we got these two screws down here undone. So now we're gonna come up here and remove this cap here. This cap is gonna come out, and then this one. So once we remove these two caps, behind here we have a screw and another one here. So now let's remove these caps. So this cap over here protects the screw. So we're gonna get that out of the way. Alright, so here comes the first screw. So we're just gonna put it right over here on the seat. So now we're gonna remove this cover over here. So same thing right there. We're gonna undo this screw all the way. Alright, so after removing this screw, we're gonna remove this locking, there's a little holder over here. So right there, we're gonna remove this. So this holds this locking rod, so it centers it. Okay, so that's removed. So we're gonna get it out of the way. Now the next step is gonna be removing this handle. Okay, so we're just gonna remove the front cover of the door handle. So we're gonna pry this. We're gonna gently pry. Okay, right there. So here it comes. So if you look in here, there's a screw right there and there's another one over here. Let me get a light so I can show you these two screws. So basically there's one over here and there's another one up here. So let's remove these two screws. So as you can see, there's one bolt over here and there's another one down in this hole. So we're gonna undo these two bolts. So here comes the first one. Now we're gonna undo the second one. So here comes the second bolt. So we're gonna remove that. So at this point, the panel can come out. Okay, so the panel has some plastic rivets that are holding it against the door. So I'm gonna sit you guys over here so we can pry the door panel out. All right, so now I'm gonna grab one side of the door panel and pry it out. Now I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same thing. So right there, here comes the door panel. So I will bring you guys over here behind the door panel so I can show you the electrical connectors that I'm gonna disconnect. All right, so now we're gonna disconnect the electrical connectors for the switch. So we're gonna pry this down. Same thing with this one over here, and then this one. So we got all the electrical connectors on the switch disconnected. So now we're gonna disconnect this cable. So the cable just pries out. So right there. And now we're gonna flip this plastic locking piece back. So you flip this back and then lift the cable. So right there. So now we're gonna lift the panel. The door panel can now come out. So here comes the door panel. So the switch is right over here. So now we can get access to the switch and remove it. So I'm gonna pry this plastic tab out. You just have to yank it out and here it comes. So now our switch assembly can come out. And here is the old one. So I'm gonna remove it. Now I'm gonna bring the new one in here so we can install it. Alright guys, so here is the new master switch. This is the part number from Mercedes. So let's get this out of the box. So here is our new switch assembly. So right there, brand new. So this over here goes in there, and then we're just gonna lift it up, and then we're gonna push this plastic holder in. So right there, and that's all. So this is how you install the new master switch. So now that we have installed the new master switch on the door panel, so now let's reinstall the door panel on the door. So right now we're gonna reinstall the door panel. The door panel has these green plastic rivets that hold it on the door. Okay, so now let's install the panel. So here comes the door panel. So we're gonna install the cable for the door handle first. So right there. So the cable for the door handle is installed. So now we're gonna start installing the electrical connectors of the switch. So right there. And then this one is gonna go over here. So this is pretty easy and pretty straightforward. All right, so everything is connected back there. So now I'm gonna seat you guys over here so we can line up the door panel and then push it in place. So we're gonna line up the door. We're gonna make sure that everything is lined up, and then we're gonna give it a quick tap. Right there, as you can see, the door panel is now installed on the door. So now we're gonna start installing our screws that hold the door panel on the door. Alright, so I got these two bolts tightened. So now we're gonna install these two top screws. So at this point, basically what I'm doing is the reverse process of the removal process. So right there, the bottom panel is installed. So now we're gonna install this plastic piece up here. So right there. Now we're gonna install this one. And then this one over here. And then we're gonna install the cover, this black cover for the handle. So we just need to make sure that everything is lined up. Alright, so that's it. So this is how you remove and replace a window master switch on a Dodge Sprinter. So I am going to turn the key on so we can try our repair. So now let's use the switch to roll the window up and down. So right there. Now I go up, the window is going up, and when I go down I just touch it once. Right there. Remember before I had to like press really hard on it. Okay, so you touch once and right there the window is coming down. So this is good, guys. This is fixed. So let's try the passenger side. I can hear it going down right there. Let's go up. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave it right over here. This is how you remove and replace a window master switch on a Dodge Sprinter. I hope you liked this video. If you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumb down. But if you do, you gotta tell me why so we can make better videos in the future. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Thanks for watching guys. See you next time.